It's Friday, November 4th, 2022. That means one thing and one thing only. It's time for Stefanie Drysdale's weekly cybersecurity recap, episode 148. Ms. Stefanie, welcome back.
Thank you, Chuck. How are you?
Well, I'm about 85% water and about 15% kidney stoned, but that's a different story for a different day.
Yeah, we missed you last week, so we're glad you're back.
I'm back, but you might miss me next week, but that's on the QT. We'll see if we can get this thing passed, let's say. Tell us what's happening in the cyber world.
Good luck. Sure. So I'm just going to keep it really informal this week and just throw out some really cool headlines at you just to kind of keep everybody in the loop. Bob Carver shared a Bleeping Computer article titled New Crimson King Snake Gang Impersonates Law Firms in BEC Attacks. So if you'll recall, BEC is a business email compromise. This affected pretty much every top law firm that you could imagine. And they were getting bills and invoices from other companies. It was typo squatting, so just slight variations on who you might expect to get email from, but this was the attacker. So I will link the article for you all. Hopefully your teams are well aware of this and stick to their protocols and their procedures. Don't let anybody pressure you into thinking that you're super far behind on paying an invoice. Always double and triple check. Don't let them rush you. Jason B. shared a Krebs Security article titled Hacker Charged with Extorting Online Psychotherapy Service. This was a really, really unfortunate situation. Really young hacker, he was only 17, extorting a psychotherapy service, asked for ransomware from them. After a little back and forth negotiation, they decided they didn't want to pay the ransomware, which then made the attacker pivot his strategy to reaching out to individual patients and extorting them for smaller amounts each. Really, really unfortunate here. These healthcare organizations have to work really, really hard to keep this information for their patients encrypted and protected. This is not a situation we want to see, so I'll be sure to link it for you. Thomas O'Malley shared an LA Times article titled, My Wallet Was Stolen at a Bar, Then My Identity Theft Began. We hear these stories all the time. This particular victim was pretty savvy and pretty reactive when it all came down to quickly try to shut down their credit and do things like that. But I thought there were some really important takeaways here that you could use to kind of preemptively make sure that you have notifications set up on all your credit cards, that you have multi-factor authentication. I know I nag you about that all the time. And then make sure that your credit is already frozen. Definite takeaways, but please let this be learning from someone else's mistake rather than having to learn firsthand. I'll link it for you. Security Magazine shared 10 signs a mobile device has been infected with malware. We get this a lot. People think that their phones have been hacked, that they have spyware, Pegasus spyware, all kinds of things on their phones. A few signs that they've been actually hacked: slow performance, random reboots, strange text messages, overheating, unusually high data usage, unfamiliar apps in a device app list, your battery draining really quickly, taking a long time to shut down, weird sounds during your phone calls, or signs of activity in standby mode. Lots of important things here. I'll link it for you. If you feel like your device has been compromised, always reach out. We have a digital forensics lab. We can kind of look and take a peek and see what's been going on, and then hopefully get you back up and running in a safe way. So I'll be sure to link the article for you. And next Tuesday is Election Day. I expect to see all of you out there at the polls. And while I won't tell you how to vote, I will ask you to please look out for the women in your life and the people who need a voice in their own healthcare and all of those good things. Definitely get out there and cast your vote. And that's what I have for you all this week. I hope everyone is well, is staying dry. I know it's a rainy day here in Chicago, and I will look forward to seeing all of you next Friday.